Hey, it's Erica. Welcome to my first listen for ITZY's Motto album. Do we know what album this, what like number it is? It's just album. Okay. But I'm excited to dive into this, because yeah, it's an album. There's only 2 group B-sides and then there's 5 member solo B tracks. But I'm still excited. We've definitely seen, I think since the last time they did an album like this, I think Tunnel Vision did not have solo tracks. So I think it was Born to Be, right? So it's been a minute since we've gotten like the solo tracks from the albums, on an album, but so some of them had solo projects since. So we kind of maybe know what Leah's gonna do. Oh no, YEJI did. My bad, not Leah. My bad, girl. I just read the first name. I looked down. I read the first name. YEJI's had a solo and Yuna's had a solo. So maybe we'll get similar vibes to their solos from that. I don't know. I feel like Yuna, it just is like the kind of similar-ish vibe. But her actual album was really great. Those B-sides were really good too. And then YEJI's solo was just incredible with Air. But I like Motto. She's kind of giving cutesy. She's kind of giving summery. She's a cute little moment. But yeah, we'll definitely. I'm kind of sad there's only 2 member B-sides, like full, like you know, full group B-side. I'm a little sad about it. I love when we can just like I love when my ITZY is ITZY, but I'm excited to check out the member solo stuff. But yes, color coded videos for this, so you and me can follow on together in real time. We're gonna be reacting to the whole album in one video, which is, yes, you can all get it in one. You don't have to go to part 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. We're getting her done. So yeah, let's go and start with the first one, which is Glitch. I mean, I feel like they have a very glitchy sort of sound, but yeah, I think what I'm most intrigued about is if they have anything that's sort of similar to like That's a No-No, because that song popped off. So like if they kind of try and, I don't know, recreate that, but like ITZY doesn't really ever do that, like try and recreate something that they've done before or like a part 2 version of it. But anyways, let's check out Glitch. Let's go. Oh, cool sound. Oh, that beat dropped. Okay, Yuna. Okay, this is like great. 8-bit sparkly. She's giving hyper pop. Make them all shake and twirl, girl. Okay, Yuna. Fun. Duh. This is cool. Kind of different though. Like, it's kind of so, it's a much brighter, poppier sound for them. I love it when she sings. I mean, I feel like they all sound out for this song, which is cool. Duh. I don't know, I feel like Yuna's really popping off this song. Whoa. It's like a good hyperpop. Again, it's so like bright though. I don't normally. Okay, beat pop off. Cause when I think of ITZY, I don't normally think of like this. You know? So it's like really cool to hear this from them. Just cause, you know, I don't expect it. I cut my hair yesterday and I'm just trying to see that it all lines up. I think I need to fix some layers in the back. But I really like Glitch. It's really like bright and poppy, which is not really usually, I feel like, an ITZY sound or vibe, but it is like summer comeback, which it is serving, but like going to like a more brighter, poppier sound for them is really kind of interesting for me. I really do like it because, I mean, they were giving us Girl Crush before, with a little, just a different sound. It wasn't as bright or poppy, but I like it. They tap into like that hyper pop vibe. I mean, I think Yuna has one of like the best on her solo stuff, the hyper pop trendy EDM type of vibe or house vibe. One of the best, one of her B-sides. Which one was it? Hold up, we can look it up. But I like it. It's very different. Like if I heard it, I wouldn't think it was ITZY unless I heard like the members. Which one was it? Was it Hyperdream? Was it Hyperdream? Was it Blue Maze? No, but I think Blue Maze was the R&B one. Blue Maze is really good though. I think it was Hyperdream. That one was incredible. But I really, yeah, so kind of hearing them do that again is really nice. Like, it's so interesting, right? But I like this hyper pop vibe, or I do, because like, especially like a lot of songs that sound like this remind me of Pragmata, which just came out from Capcom, and it's like this, like, you're on space. It's like low-key, it's not like a cutesy game. I mean, there's like cutesy moments in the game, but there's like the soundtrack in there is just like this really bumpin', kind of like EDM, like this like hyper pop, and it just, some of it's like such a killer soundtrack, so it really reminds me of that. I'd recommend you play it if you like, it's weird because I'm just like, it's kind of like Resident Evil in space, but then I don't know if you'd recommend if that would make people want to play it. But I would like, I don't know, it just reminds me a lot of that soundtrack from that game, so which I'm like so about. But I like Glitch. She's a little different, she's a little brighter, but I kind of like it. The way their sound is evolving is quite interesting, especially for this comeback. But I think I'm about it. All right, let's go to check out You and I. I don't know, what vibes are they gonna be giving me here? What vibes? Are you gonna slow it down for me already? I don't know. You and I sounds like it's a slower song. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. 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 Check it once, throw it back. Can you make love, love? Check it once, throw it back.
Where are we going? The beat still ain't dropped yet. Ooh.
Yeah, 연관로 풀지 못한 problem. 들쑥날쑥한 사고 회로 big stun 꼬인 알고리즘 이미 겹쳐.
Okay.
했던 말을 또 하는 chatbot 분류한 데이터 툭 꺼져 recall. 멈춘 가슴 들킨 하자.
I like it lyrically. It's cool. Which lyrically, I feel like they have other songs like this. That drop though, ooh. What an interesting song. Like hyper R&B, is that a thing? Is that a genre? But it's sick. This is cool. I think it's like the vocals and rapping is like mixed so much louder over the instrumental, so it's like the more driving force of the song that pushes it forward. But what a vibe. Especially because they don't typically have like love songs either. Oh, CHAERYEONG. Oh, RYUJIN. Ooh. This ending part, girl. That CHAERYEONG and Eugen moment, obsessed. Obsessed. Like, especially their like vocal tones and Eugen just like ad-libbing in the back, and then but like CHAERYEONG's vocal tone is so cool. I kind of wish CHAERYEONG had more like lines in You and I, and also Glitch, because I mean, I don't know, I feel like it just suits her vocal tone so well, and it could have been super duper interesting because it was really interesting when she was there, you know. But I'm like, we could have been a little bit heavy, but I don't know, it's kind of the two B-sides were kind of heavy in rap, not that ITZY songs are not, but like, yeah, I kind of wish, that's kind of like my only thing, I'm like, I kind of wish, because her vocal colors could have been really cool, if she was a little more mixed in. But then I guess it makes her moments that much more sweeter when she's there, because I'm like, oh girl. Okay, that's it for the member songs. It's very interesting to hear where they're sort of going with their sound. Now I kind of understand why there's only 2 B-sides, because I'm like, especially with Motto, it's very much a completely different sound for ITZY. They've never, I mean, maybe they've had B-sides here and there with like a very poppy sort of sound, something a little bright, but like they kind of like, it's a very like, it's not like the very trendy like Pink Panther-ish hyperpop glitchy type of vibe, but it is that, but it's a different sound. But I like You and I a lot. Like, that song was funky and really interesting to me. But yeah, so we're gonna get into the member B-sides. I don't know, now that I'm like hearing what the album is, I'm like, and there's member B-sides, I'm like, okay, so is it gonna be like, I don't know what to expect now, because I know what some of them have done solo-wise. We also know what they've done solo tracks for an album before, so we maybe know what to expect. But then, like, with the sound so far, I'm like, I don't know what they're doing for all this. So, but let's get into it. The first one is Pocket by Yedji. I mean, I love her solo work. I think it's incredible. Her whole like debut mini album was like so good, and yeah, I'm interested. I don't know what the vibes are gonna be. Like, is it gonna be like solo moments for them, or is it gonna be like something that's solo but curated to the album sound? I don't know, and I feel like the B-sides are more the album sound. That's what's throwing me off kind of a little bit about it, is I'm like, you have like 3 tracks that have this vibe, have this sound, but then there's more member tracks than group tracks. So like, is the group tracks a more driving force of the album sound-wise? I don't know. We'll check it out. Let's get Pocket. Let's go. Technical difficulties. Hold up. Let's go. Hello. Hello, guitar.
Yeah, what I wanna say when you pop up 뭔가 다른 aura. Yeah, I'm gonna take 손에 넣은 건 놓지 않아 'cause I want you like a denim on denim, you're not the easy. 그래서 넌 더 재미있지, don't beat it. What you tryna say? 'Cause I see you looking at me.
Damn, girl. She said I'm a diva, pop diva. There's like this early 2000s, like a Latin influence in the track, which I'm obsessed. She said, you ain't right around my finger, boy, you in my pocket. Looking for the 100 times. 그 누구도 못한 getting my mind. 처음 봐, 넌 brand new type. I got you on my mind. They be calling and calling, but I don't need it. 여기 너랑 나 말고 좀 Interesting vocal.
What you gonna say? 'Cause I ain't giving up. It's enough for me. Baby, you're in my pocket and nobody got you out of me. 내게 빠진 거야 deep. I got you in my pocket, in my pocket, in my pocket. I got you in.
This song, girl. Boy, this more is something than any. Grammar? Oh, whatever. It's a K-pop song. I mean, that concept was kind of crazy. That's, I feel like, much more of like an ITZY sound, you know? I don't think conceptually it's very ITZY, but like sound-wise, like, oh my gosh, she there. So Pocket really is like, if you like that like ITZY sound, if you want like more of that early ITZY, that's a no-no ITZY. Yedji served it with Pocket. So, I mean, it's really cool. There's like that like Spanish guitar that gives like that like early 2000s Latin, or the pop influence with just like the Latin pop songs, you know what I mean? Or like there's a certain thing of like the pop song, certain genre of songs that came out in like the late 90s, early 2000s with just like this Latin influence. Sometimes it was a guitar like that. So it's really cool because it throws it back to that. And then has like that type of influence in it, which I love. But then it's also getting like pop diva. The song was less than 2.5 minutes. Okay, are they shorter? Damn, bruh. Damn, bruh. Okay, but I liked it. I mean, her solo was like, I was thinking like, I mean, she was giving like main girl energy, but like it wasn't like pop diva. But here we are, T. The next song we got is Asylum by Leah. Arca? We going back to Arca? Oh, did not mean to start playing that one. But I'm excited. I would kind of expect her to do more of like a slower moment, but we shall see, because I mean, yes, you brought some energy, so put Asylum right after it. Oof. We'll see. Let's go, Leah. They would slow it down on me. And beautiful vocals. Okay, drums. Does she have is it a rock song? Hold up. Those drums are kicking. That slower pop rock vibe. I wouldn't think she'd go there, but I like it. I don't mind. The mine was cute. Wait, is that all English? Also sounds like a 2000s movie soundtrack. Shout out Kelly Clarkson's Breakaway. I didn't think she did full English. I do like it though. I like it a lot. And I kind of like it on an album, like off a group thing. Versus like if this was like a B-side or a title track. The lyrics are kind of cute. Like, I like it. You put your heart on someone else's sleeve? I'm thinking too hard about him. It's a pop song.
It's never close enough.
I think it's good. I think it's a really good song. I like it. I really wasn't expecting her to maybe do like that sort of like pop rock sort of sound, but I really like it. I think her vocals sound absolutely beautiful here. I like the lyrics of it. I think it's like there's like some really like cute lyrics in there. It does remind me of like a 2000s movie soundtrack, like I said, Kelly Clarkson, Breakaway. But like that sort of era of music, that sort of sound. But I do like it. I mean, I have nostalgia for it, and I do love songs from that era. But I also really like it here. I thought it was really good. And I do like this. I feel like it feels that much more special being a part of like a group album rather than if it was like a B-side on like a solo project she would do. I don't know, because I don't know. I just feel like she can get more out of it in like a group project, you know? It is a crazy change up though to go from Yedji song to Leah song. What a drastic change of emotions. And then we're gonna go back to Eugen, which I just accidentally played, which is gonna take us back up. But I mean, Asylum, it just like kind of takes me down, and I also like it because like the ballads are becoming a lost art form. Okay, so to kind of get like a slower song that I get to react to is actually kind of nice, you know? They don't do like ballads anymore on K-pop albums, and I'm like, well. And it's not like a ballad, but like, you know. Alright, Eugen's look. Let us get into it. It's gonna turn up, ain't it? This is only 2 minutes. Let's go.
Look, cutting out flashlight, look.
Whiplash.
Spotlight, look.
Oh, banging spotlight.
Bring it, show it, watch it. I'm
Ooh.
your enemy, 숨겨도 나와버려 force. 걷기만 해도 조이고 온기가 얼어붙어 cold.
There's that ITZY sound.
I'm bad chick.
I'm bad chick.
Cold to the touch, but I hit you up.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, spill the gossip. Don't care, I'm so fancy.
Oh. Fancy. Oh.
Look, cutting out flashlight, look.
Okay, confidence.
Oh, I'm a danger, don't touch it, bring it, show it, watch it, look.
I mean, like, sound, I would expect it.
I don't flinch, no miss. Step in the zone with a curve and a kiss. Sit down in my ass, get dismissed. Too quick to
I mean, kind of the like okay bars.
Flash가 계속해서 zing, 근데 넌 하나 깜빡 안 하고 wink.
I mean, some of the lyrics I'm like, Eugen. But it eats though. But there are bars and like some dope kind of like lyrics. I don't know lyricism, but lyrics. Who knew that like ITZY sound was in the solo tracks? I didn't think it was gonna be.
Bring it, show it, watch it.
Look.
Think about flashlight, look. Could you about black light, look. Oh, I'm a danger, don't touch it. Bring it, show it, watch it.
Touch it, bring it, babe. Watch it, turn it, leave it, stop. Oh man. Sorry. I liked it though. That was cool. Like, I guess it makes sense. Well, I don't know. Like, it makes sense because it's like ITZY sound. I really wouldn't expect it for like the solo work. So like Yedji's and Eugen so far are kind of like the ones I don't know if they would replicate that sound heavy in like any of their solo projects, you know? I mean, we haven't seen one from Eugen yet. But like Yedji, I'm like, I mean, I could see her doing it, but like because it's much more of like, I feel like an ITZY driven sound. I don't know if I'd expect that from them solo wise, but I do like it here. I do like getting it here because I mean, I do like it. It gives me that sort of fix, especially because it's so absent with like the group tracks. Not that that's a bad thing. I love what they're doing. I love where they're going, but it gives you that sort of fix if you were craving that, if you needed that. So I like it. It's actually kind of like, it's very interesting, the album now, because I'm like, the first two tracks do their own thing. That's their own thing, but like the what's reflected much more within the members is giving you that more kind of, I guess, usual ITZY sort of album experience. Okay, so the next song is from CHAERYEONG. It is Undefined. I don't know, she could be giving us Slow It Down for us again, or she could be doing something poppy driven. I don't know how they're throwing me off emotionally anyway, so we'll definitely see what she's doing here. But let's go and get Undefined, CHAERYEONG solo. Let's go. Okay.
우리 사이 not of the frame, so I'm staying in between. You look my way when you're unsure. You and I undefined. any else I can't do, yeah. 또 아닌 척하다가 you trip up. Every night and day. 물어봐도 we feel the same.
I like it. I want her to have a solo. I like the horns, I like the funky. I think it'd be a cool stage too. Okay.
하지 않아도 보여 know that I'm the one you need. You like the room, the space, but I choose to step in. Nothing is to blame, but wide awake, cause you just stay locked in the frame. 또 아닌 척하다가 you trip up. So make out move. 또 다가와도 좋아서 you burn out. I know you're waiting for me. Just try to waste my time, my time.
I think on tour, is that what they give solo tracks and on solo stages?
Never many, but how do we get so close? Never many,
I like it as a concept though. Ooh.
Just try to waste my time, my time.
And I mean, vocals are vocaling. I liked it. I think that one's really good. If you really like this sound and you're like, oh, is there more like this? This sort of just like maybe a little jazzier with the horns and everything. You would love Samissimo, which is Twice's sub-unit with all the Japanese members, Mina, Sana, and Momo. Because they're like, they have some like B-sides that have a little like a jazzier sort of vibe to them that are really similar to this. So I would recommend checking out like any of like those albums from them. Because it will kind of give you a little bit more of like this vibe, if that's what you like, because that's definitely what it's giving, what she is serving. So I really like that because I already like the vibe, but I can also really see like CHAERYEONG doing it, like solo stage and everything. Like, I love it. I love it. Okay, hang on. I need to start new recording. I am limited by the power of the DSLR that can only record up to 30 minutes of video at a time. Anyways, so we got one more track and we got Tangerine by Yuna. She's had her solo most recently and we sort of know her vibe. It's very like promotion wise, she's very like Ice Cream's very like Ihori's You Go Girl when she did that cover. That sort of sound. I doesn't really transfer. Like, I mean, she's definitely like a brighter, poppier, hyper poppy, pastel-y, holographic type of girl. You know, like, especially within her solo stuff. But I'm sort of excited to see what Tangerine is, like, what the sound is going to be like, if it's very much what we've heard from her, like, in her solo promotions, which was also kind of like what her previous solo track sounded like yet, but if it's going to be that vibe, or if she's going to kind of give us something new here with Tangerine. But I like tangerines, I like oranges, I do. But I think it'll be interesting to see sort of what's happening, especially with the members that have like already established solos, like what's the vibe. But because I feel like Yuna's vibe, she's very much that vibe in terms of like her as a soloist. And that's where she kind of lives, but that's also where I want her to live. Like, she don't gotta, like, experiment or give me, like, too much or do all these different concepts, all these different things. Because she kind of does in ITZY. But, like, solo-wise, that's where I want her to live. I feel like that it's, like, perfect, you know? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, yes, let's get Tangerine. Let's go. It's sparkly. It's sparkly. And I guess it's a good way to end the album because it might throw it back to the earlier sounds. Okay, Queen. Wait, it's cute. Yeah, it kind of dropped a bit and it returned up.
Flick one sweet season.
It reminds me of like some third gen stuff a bit. Ooh.
One sweet season.
I think it's cute. I love this. Again, someone shredding that piano. That electric piano. Obsessed. Oh, I thought it was over. She brought it back. Oh, those are some like a little like usual like you know. I loved it. I think having Yuna at the end for like if you're talking about a listen, it's really great because it sort of like sandwiches the album. Because it's the most similar sounding to what they're actually doing on the album within the group stuff. But I like it. I mean, Tangerine, I think it's very Yuna. It's very Yuna coded. If you checked out her solo, if you listen to the B-sides, it is so very Yuna. And I'm just like, I love it because it is like a step away from like that ice cream sound a little bit. And I feel like she's sort of like just playing around a little bit, like discovering more of who she is as a soloist. I'm sure she knows, but they don't give us everything all the time. So I really like it because of that, because I'm like, oh, okay, she does have something different behind her. Which is really cool to hear. And then I'm like, girl, can we promote Tangerine like it was a title track solo? Like, she does like really good work solo wise. I think that was my thing also. I was just like, I was like, I like Ice Cream, but these B-sides would have been so cool as title tracks. But I get it, playing it safe it might be the safest way to go. But I like Tangerine a lot. I think it's really cutesy. It's really cute lyrically as well. And again, it almost like sandwiches the album together. I think it's a good album. I think like for ITZY doing a really different sound for their group songs on this one, I think it works for it, you know? And then you sort of get your ITZY fix within some of the member B-sides, which is nice to get that fix. A top-down listening feels kind of crazy, because you get these first three having these sounds, and then you sort of mix it up, and then especially going from like Leah's to like the rest of the album, which is like such a crazy change up, that it just like shocks you to your core. Don't play around shuffle though. So a top-down listen is kind of like, normally you put Asylum at the end, but then again, I know why Yuna is there at the end, because it sort of is a sandwich for the album. The bread, all right, and then everything else are your condiments, your vegetables, your lunch meats, your cheeses, you know. But yeah, so I think it's quite interesting as an album overall, because I don't know, I think it's just interesting. Like I liked it, I enjoyed all the songs, but like the structure of it, the change in sound of it, then all like the member songs, it's good, but it just, I don't know, it's like a very interesting project, I feel like, in general for ITZY, because it's so different to what they normally have served us before. But nonetheless, it's still really good. I think all the tracks are really good. But yeah, I just kind of like, because it's like their first time doing something like this different sounding, I almost want like another comeback with like another album to see like if we continue down this path. Just if it's like a little one-off fun little summer comeback or like what. But I think all the solo songs are really amazing. I think they do some really interesting stuff for them solo-wise that like I kind of want to see them all have little solo projects. But yeah, and I mean, I get like conceptually the concept of like motto, the song, and then what the album sounds like, I think makes sense. Like what they're doing like conceptually with like the music video, the vision of the comeback, like having the member tracks make sense, and then especially the different sounds that are part of the member tracks, the solo ones, it makes sense. The math is mathing there. It's just like overall the sound, not that like it's okay when you have like solo tracks and solo tracks like this, it can feel all over the place because it's just going to introduce different sounds than what the album's crafted. If it would have been more of like an ITZY sound, the B-sides wouldn't feel so crazy, but because it's like a different ITZY sound, the solo tracks almost feel like, I don't know if they like together, if it like the sound driven sonically, if it's like she definitely, again, it's not that it feels like all over the place, but like you got two different vibes. It almost feels like, dare I say, like two different albums sort of just like coming together as one. But like conceptually for the album it works, but sound wise, she kind of has me in different places, you know. But like individually, I like the song. I think I also like mentally my brain is like separating like what the solo tracks are versus like the group tracks. And that's why I can't like connect them two on like one album. But like conceptually what they were doing with the comeback, it makes sense for it to be that way. But sound wise, I think she kind of apples and oranges, or apples and tangerines, we should say. But like I still like all the songs. I was adding them in all my playlists, and I'll probably listen to them a lot. But I kind of, it almost feels like there's just like two halves of the album, but like the first half wasn't done, you know, a little bit, because you only gave me 3 songs. But I like it nonetheless. All the member tracks are really good. I like You and I probably the best out of the group tracks, and the solo member tracks, I mean, I like them all. I don't know if I have like a favorite overall. Like they're all really, really good, and I really like Tangerine a lot. I don't know, because like I guess Yuna's the most, it's recency bias, because Yuna has the most recent solo, so I'm like, ooh, this is like really cool, another step in her evolution. But like the other members have really good solo stuff too as well. So overall, I liked it. I think it's a good album. But yeah, I think she got like 2 halves to her, but overall it's still really good. So if you did enjoy it, or go to put your thoughts in the comments down below what you thought about ITZY's Motto album. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you liked me, you want to see more of my videos, go hit that subscribe button. Want to see my videos the second they come out, hit that notification button. Want to follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, threads in the description down below, or at the end screen if you like gaming content. I have a gaming channel, it's called Erica, currently playing Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, so if you could join me over there for that. Thank you so much for watching. Love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.